We are back with take two of Age Up Every Day, Rags to Riches as a Toddler. All right, so the first time we dealt with a lot of bugs and such, but we are going ahead and getting right into it. We need to play in the sand. There should be an option to find things in the sand. I think that's actually the play in the sand. How do I not remember this? But we had a lot of bugs last time that kind of made this more difficult than it needed to be, and it was already difficult. So we're going to kind of try this again. We have our vampire sim kind of hanging out there hibernating as before. There are mods that allow you to have your sim live on their own, but they seem to only work for a child and older. And so we're just doing it this way. It's the simplest way. Now, to introduce our little toddler here, this is Growan O'Lone, and he has been shipwrecked, much like his predecessor, and, he's got to just try to get by on his own. Hopefully, we can survive to, adulthood, elderhood. That is the goal. We started at 8 a.m. on Sunday. We'll age up every day at 8 a.m. So we need to try to get as much done as we can every day. And so far, it's not going the greatest right now. We haven't gotten anything yet, but we'll cross our fingers. It'll happen. We'll make it work. Hopefully this time now, fishing will work when we're a child. This lot specifically had an issue where we couldn't fish, and that has apparently been fixed. We'll find out. I should mention that Grown has been given the independent trait, so should we actually manage to get a potty, he will be able to go on his own, and he is leafy, which means he enjoys being outdoors. There we go, we finally found something, a moon snail shell. Now we're basically going to work him until he's pretty much, done for, and we'll see what we have to sell and see if we can manage to at least get him a bed and some kind of source of food. I will say, other than attention, his needs are doing great. We're already at like 2 p.m. and he's still doing very well on everything. We might actually make it up to the next level before we actually need anything. We're not doing the greatest at actually getting things. I mean, I can't complain. We've already made 210 simoleons, and it's been less than a day. All right, bladder is really starting to tank all of a sudden. Hunger, surprisingly okay. I think we'll be able to get a potty and maybe a lunchbox, but we're going to keep him going as long as we can. We do have several shells already here, so yeah, toddlers are going to need some attention. I know. We unfortunately can't do that unless someone happens to show up, but theoretically, if someone were to actually show up, that would mean that we're not in the situation that we're claiming to be. So it's actually best if nobody shows up. He's not refusing to do this yet, so obviously he's still fine with it. And I kind of want to keep him going as long as we can. I think he's having a lot more luck than our last guy when it comes to finding things. He's really doing very well, finding a lot of different stuff. Okay, the potty situation is getting pretty bad, and he's getting hungry. We'll let him wrap this up, and then we'll look into getting a potty and some way to deal with that hunger. He could pass out, but if I can get a bed or something as well, that would be great. But I think we'd be really stretching our money. One of the issues is if you buy something and then you sell it, it loses some value in that time. So if we can avoid buying certain things like the bed, I would rather do that and then be able to go right to a child-sized bed, because that will work for teen and up. So that would be the better deal for us. All right, a 200 simoleon one. That is going to be so helpful. He's still just going on this one. But I am getting a bit concerned about his needs here. All right, there we go. All right, so we got a pirate lunchbox here, and we got a little potty. Now, hopefully that will be all he needs, and we can just let him pass out. We only have 12 more hours to go. His energy isn't like completely tanked yet, so I think we might be fine. We'll get to bed only if we have to. He is frustrated from his low attention, but I'm hoping once he ages up to a child, that's not as much of an issue. I'm hoping we can get a lot. No, you don't. You don't need to babble at anyone. You need to eat your ham and cheese. There's nobody here but you, and that's okay. You'll be fine. We're going to let you play in the sand. You're going to throw a tantrum. I mean, understandable. I would throw a tantrum too. I mean, let's be fair. It's not exactly been an easy life for you. But 695 simoleons, and you already have like a few basics. I realize the nice thing for me to do would be to buy you a bed, but we really want to be able to build a very nice house by the time you're an elder. I don't know if he'll go the full 8 hours, but he'll probably pass out at some point, but I think he'll be all right. If we can keep him occupied, the attention thing is really going to be a problem. But he'll age up in less than 8 hours now, so that should be all right. I don't remember us having this much trouble with attention last time, but we did start with low attention. Oh, he's throwing another tantrum. You know, I understand, buddy. I just thought that I wonder if one of the dolls would help him. I don't know why I always forget that his name is Blarfy, but I'm wondering if babbling will help here with the attention, because that is almost more of a problem than his energy. I should say we also picked up several more shells, so he has been really working his little toddler butt off. Okay, let's see. Does that help attention? I hope it does. It will at least, yeah, it gives him communication skill, but that's still going down. Oh, he officially passed out. It was to be expected at some point. We have only 4 hours until aging up. Somehow, as angry as he is and as tired as he is, he's still finding more stuff. Alright, he's probably about to pass out again, but we are half an hour from aging up. I'm hoping he can get one more thing, but we've actually already been doing really well. We've easily broke 1,000 in what we have managed to acquire, so I can't complain. There he goes, passing out. Alright, we're gonna age him up. Alright, so here's Growan O'Lone as a child sim. He is a loner, of course, loves the outdoors, and a plant lover. Now, he will be primarily fishing, assuming everything goes well, but I would really like to have him start a garden as well. Now, if I recall, he's going to need some mental skill for that, so I need to find a way to build that up. Now, we're going to hang on to the lunch thing, but we're going to sell his potty, and we're going to get him a bed. We honestly have enough that we should be able to build a small structure. It can't be much, but it can be something. I don't know if we want to put a door on it or if we want to just cut it open. I mean, I think we have enough to afford a door. I'm going to go with the one that has a window to try to, you know, well, that seems awfully fancy. We really rather desperately need more things that look worn. More things that would help us in situations like this. Okay, it probably looks more like an outhouse than a house, but we're going to let him get some rest, and then we're going to get started on several things. Okay, I would like to let him sleep fully, but we really don't have the time to. It's already 2:09 p.m. He's probably going to end up just letting loose here sometime. I think we used to be able to use the water at one point, I thought. But I could be entirely wrong. But we're going to have him grab something to eat and then go fishing. We're going to unfortunately have to live with it if he does end up kind of peeing his pants. Alright, we can finally actually fish, which was the part where we really had an issue last time. The dreams of getting him to start planting things, though, I don't think that's going to happen. We just don't have the time to build his skills. Alright, the fish in this area are apparently too crafty for us. Fantastic. We could swim across, perhaps, and find something over here. We might be able to get some frogs. Oh, what happened to our ability to do frogs? Okay, we do have another fishing area over here. So maybe he can fish here. Don't know how well he's going to do if he gets too tired, because I also do have a mod that makes swimming a skill. And if you're not doing well, it can be a problem. Oh my goodness, by the time he gets there, it's already going to be time to age him up. So far, we've made no money today. And he just peed himself. Hopefully he's still willing to go fishing after that one. Can you bathe in the water? Yeah, you can bathe in the water, so we could at least help you deal with that. But you need to catch a fish. There you go. A $7 perch, but it's better than nothing. Hey, and this does help your mental skill. Of course, by the time that matters, we'll be a teen and we can plant whatever anyway. Okay, he caught the fingers of Sulani, which are worth 610 simoleons. He officially made up for lost time right there. Alright, so his energy is really low, so I'm sending him back home now before he's too tired to swim all the way back and end up dying on his way there. We did catch a cow plant as well. I'm not going to plant it. If it were like an actual, you know, apple or something like that, I would plant that. But being a cow plant, other than if we were to milk it, we really don't make that much money on it. Now, milking a cow plant does give you like 900 simoleons, but I just don't want to risk him, you know, eating when he shouldn't. He really fills up quickly on those ham and cheese sandwiches. Unfortunately, he doesn't fill up his energy quite as quickly. I have no idea what happened. I was just fast forwarding a little bit and it just jumped ahead on me. Okay. It's fine, he was just sleeping, so we didn't do anything, but it's time to age him up again. Alright, and this is Growan O'Lone as a teen. We have added the brave trait. It seemed to me that that would make sense, that he would be very brave considering the situation he's in right now. Alright, we are going to sacrifice Blarfy to get a few things that we could really use, like a toilet and a shower. Okay, 280 simoleons to our name. We have a shower and a toilet, and I did manage to grab a garbage bin so we can get that kind of stuff off of the floor. It just kind of makes things a little nicer around here. We are going to deal with his needs a little bit here. Nothing major, and then he's going to go back to fishing. I really think unless we manage to actually catch something that we can plant, just focusing on the fishing is our best chance of getting ahead here, especially since we've lost a lot of time when he sleeps. And I'm just going to go ahead and help him out with this because he's a little bit too busy to be throwing out his trash. He got a neon angel fish, and he has luck. All right. How much is that angelfish worth? 13? Not very lucky. And the guppy's only 6. I think he was catching more valuable stuff as a child. Oh, well, there you go. A cowplant berry, which gives us 180. Now, if you can get another one of those necklaces or something, that'd be amazing. There we go. We caught the eyes of Sulani, worth 550 simoleons. All right, we're going to let him take a lunch break. He's earned it. As soon as he's done eating, though, we're going to get him right back to work. We want to get as much money together as we can so we can build him the best house we can when he becomes an elder. Okay, we're going to ignore the fish poacher there. And we got another finger of Sulani and multiple fish. He's doing really well. Oh, he actually found a coconut. So this is something we could plant. Now, he doesn't have a lot of that skill, but we're going to go ahead and have him plant it. This parrotfish is worth 52. That's actually really nice. And his needs are still good, so we're going to keep him fishing. Social's the only thing, but he is a loner, so that goes down pretty slowly. And if we're able to harvest from this coconut plant throughout the times, that I think will give us like 2 days that we can harvest from it. That will also help out. We found a camera. It's only an 85 simoleon one, though. And the gem was worth more. Heck, I think the mahi-mahi was worth more. Oh, another Fingers of Sulani? He is doing amazing. And it looks like he found another coconut, so we're going to get that one planted right away to increase the chances we'll get something out of it. And we're getting really close to his time. I'm going to go ahead and have him eat so that once he's aged up to an adult, we'll be able to make the most of that time. And I don't know why he drops the dishes in here when he could easily, you know, put things where they belong. Oh, it's raining. Fantastic. All right, it is raining, but we're going to go ahead and have him fishing again. We'll be aging up in an hour and a half. All right, it is 8. We're going to have him stop fishing for a moment, sell this treasure map. And since he pretty much will now keep this, we're just going to go ahead and age him up this way. So he is now a young adult. Needs are all in order yet, so we're going to just go ahead and get him right back to fishing. Luckily, he seems fine with the weather, so we're not having any issue there. He just kind of hangs out in a towel. He has clothes, but he hangs out in the towel. Yeah, we're not heading to university. We didn't even actually attend high school somehow. We did get this thing saying the neon angelfish was drawn to Growan due to his good luck, right? It is kind of interesting to know that luck does play a part in this. And maybe that's why this is going so much better than last time. Oh my goodness, more good luck because we got a Heart of Sulani for 205 simoleons. And we pulled an all-nighter. And we got an Eyes of Sulani. That one's only worth 90, but still. And look at all the fish he's catching. Oh, and he got a seed-shaped gemstone. Now, they're not worth anything, and I don't think it would grow in time for us to really matter. But we'll probably plant it anyway, just for fun. All right, let's sell these fish and see what we're at. Oh, yeah. Okay, another 163. So we have So we have 2,414 simoleons. And his needs are great, so we're going to let him keep going. And this one has kind of started to reach maturity, so we might be able to get something from it tomorrow. All right, we did get a catch or release. We're going to release it. I don't want him getting in trouble. Unfortunately, we're not doing that great on the fish again, though. We might be fishing this area out just a little bit too much. But we did find another Heart of Sulani for 265 simoleons. All right, he's done very, very well, so I am going to let him get some sleep as we take a look at everything that he has gotten here. So we have the Heart of Sulani for 810. We have the Eyes of Sulani for 90. Upgrade part, a mahi-mahi, and a tilapia for a total of 1,001 simoleons. I have no idea how he was rejected, but a milestone has him feeling really sad for the next 2 hours. I think we'll be fine, though. We're going to grab something to eat here, and I have a feeling about the time he finishes all of this, it's going to be time to age him up. Oh, we do have coconuts to harvest. Maybe we'll get those before 8. Whether helpful or harmful, Growan has had to make an unfortunate call. Causing damage to plants is never taken lightly. I'm sorry, Growan, but you're going to have to get over it and head over here and do some fishing. You've got another hour and a half before you become a full adult. We're going to sell those coconuts for a whole whopping 30 simoleons for 10 of them. He managed to get in one more before it's time to age him up. So we got a fighting placket for 21 simoleons. And here we go. And in one day, you're going to be an elder, and we're going to be wrapping things up. So let's try to make the most of this day, get as much fishing in as we can, because I want to make you a really nice house. Okay, it does seem like he has bad luck now, which has meant that we're catching smaller fish, but we still did manage to get an Eyes of Sulani. So it's not all that bad. And now it's saying like the bass was drawn to Growan due to his bad luck. I wouldn't say it's bad luck if we're actually still catching something. All right, we're going to let him eat and assess our situation. So, selling everything here, we've accumulated another 292 simoleons. Not our best day, but at least we're making some progress. Okay, the bad luck is definitely hitting us because now we got a lump of clay. Also, we're just going to go ahead and confront this poacher. Now, the poacher could show up, and would obviously not tell anyone about what they saw here because they were there doing something they shouldn't be. Well, you know what? Fine, be that way. Oh, that lump of clay was worth 100 and some simoleons, so couldn't have been that bad luck. Yeah, you tell her. Get off this island. This is my island. Okay, they're actually dizzy from the bad luck. So, yeah, I think it might be time for us to just top off our needs here, and hopefully we can handle tomorrow with some good luck and a full night's rest. His social is a little low, so I'm going to try talking to the plants and see if that helps. We're also going to harvest everything and make sure that we are complementing these lovely plants. And there we go. It's actually helping the social. I kind of forgot that we could do that. We're going to get something to eat. And, oh, it's time to age up. All right, this is the big one. We are going to be an elder. This is our final day to earn money and find out what kind of lovely little house we're going to end up with. Now, the plan is, and the goal is, to have all of the functional things that we need. A full kitchen, a bedroom, full functioning bathroom with a sink of its own, the whole arrangement. So it might not be the most expensive things going into our house, but we want to at least have those things. Well, being an elder has not cured him of this need to be in a towel all the time, but um, he's catching some good fish. But we are going to unfortunately have to release this beautiful tuna because we really don't want him to get in trouble. But it was worth 153 simoleons. It sure would have been nice to keep it. Oh, we really keep catching these rare fish. And it just feels awful tossing them away when our goal here is money. Another? Oh my goodness, we're getting all of the high value fish, but we have to release them. Okay, I am going to try to push the limits of his needs, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to push it all the way to 8 a.m. when we will kind of stop and build his house. We'll do our best, though, but yeah, these needs are tanking real fast all of a sudden. Oh, we've switched over to bad luck, but he's still going. Okay, he stopped fishing because he has to pee. So we're going to give in on that one, but I'm going to go ahead and sell what he has collected here, which hopefully adds up very nicely. And yeah, I would say it's going pretty well. I think they're at, yep, over 1,000. Not bad at all. All right, we're going to let you get something to eat. And if we're lucky, we might have a little bit of time yet to get just a few more moments of fishing in. All right, 2 hours to go. I wonder if he can catch anything else in that time, especially with his bad luck. All right, he did manage to make it to level 9 of fishing. We have a bit to go yet before it would be level 10. And he caught 1 extra fish. All right, we got, wait, 2. And there we go. We're pausing. We're selling. And we're building. All right, there's the house. And I'll be honest, I did not get as far with the money as I thought I would. I don't know if I was spending more in places I don't normally spend it or what was happening, but I feel like I really didn't accomplish as much. We have everything we need to survive, but it's not really very full inside. All right, so we did upgrade his bed a little bit. Wanted to kind of create something that looked like it was handmade. And the kitchen has all of the necessities. We just barely had enough to scrape by and get the stool. I literally spent every last simoleon to accomplish whatever this is. But we do have a place to prepare food. We have a place to sit and eat it. We have a place to sleep. And we have the bathroom with the full arrangement in here. I wasn't able to get a mirror. I wasn't able to get more lighting or windows or any of that. I don't know where my money went. But I do think we're leaving him in a pretty good place. And I would say that luck was definitely on our side this time, and it did make a difference in how much we made, but I don't know that it actually ended up better. I will say that this was much easier this time, but I don't necessarily think that that made it more fun. I like the challenge, and it was a little bit too easy to make money, but then at the same time, we didn't quite accomplish the full house with like a living room and everything that I was expecting we would be able to do at the end of this. Let me know if you've given this challenge a try. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a day full of purrs, whimsy, and wonder. Don't forget to paw that like button if you enjoyed curling up here today. And remember, stay cozy, stay kind, and stay curious.